Hello friends, welcome to Neoscience Hub. You are going to watch what is hot in science this week. Scientists test artificial pancreas for diabetic patients. It runs using an app. Estimates have shown that there were 77 million people diagnosed with diabetes in India in 2019. This is expected to rise to over 134 million by 2045. Researchers at Cambridge University have successfully conducted the trial of an artificial pancreas that can give new lease of life to patients suffering from type 2 diabetes. Powered by an algorithm, it combines an off-the-shelf glucose monitor and insulin pump with an app. The burden of diabetes is continuously on the rise across the world, and India is no different. Estimates have shown that there were 77 million people diagnosed with diabetes in India in 2019. This is expected to rise to over 134 million by 2045. The newly developed system could aid countries like India in fighting the diabetic burden. Researchers from the Wellcome MRC Institute of Metabolic Science at the University of Cambridge have developed an artificial pancreas that helps maintain healthy glucose levels. The app, known as CAM-APS-HX, is run by an algorithm that predicts how much insulin is required to maintain glucose levels in the target range. So, the highlight points are: the artificial pancreas helps maintain healthy glucose levels. The newly developed system could aid countries like India. The study published in the journal Nature Medicine details the first trial. Images capture 850 years old aftermath of stellar collision. A Dartmouth professor's images of the explosive aftermath from collision of two dying stars could help scientists better understand this rare type of astronomical event and may finally confirm the identity of a brilliant but short-lived star observed nearly 850 years ago. Robert Feason, professor of physics and astronomy, captured a telescopic images that show a fireworks-like burst of thin filaments radiating from a highly unusual star at the center of an object called PA30. According to findings he announced on January 12 at the 241st meeting of the American Astronomical Society. Making the case for using insects as food for both humans and livestock. Two pairs of academics are making the case for using insects as food source in perspective pieces published in the journal Science. The first pair, Arup Kumar Hazarika and Umilan Kalita, with Cotton University and Badnagar College respectively, both in India, argue that a strong case can be made for using insects to meet the growing need for food around the world in the coming years. Arnold van Huys with Wageningen University and Research in the Netherlands and Lara Gasgo with the University of Torino in Italy argue that there is a strong case to be made for using insects as feed for livestock also. As the global population rises and the land available for growing more food becomes more scarce, scientists around the world have begun looking for alternative sources. In the two papers in Science, the authors all agree that insects could provide the answer. Hubble finds hungry black hole twisting captured star into a donut shape. Black holes are gatherers, not hunters. They lie in wait until a hapless star wanders by. When the star gets close enough, the black hole's gravitational grasp violently rips it apart and sloppily devours its gases while belching out the intense radiation. Astronomers using NASA's Hubble Space Telescope have recorded a star's final moments in detail as it gets gobbled up by a black hole. These are termed tidal disruption events, but the wording belies the complex, raw violence of a black hole encounter. Black holes are messy eaters. Astronomers are using Hubble to find out the details of what happens when a wayward star plunges into the gravitational abyss. The first experimental bosonic simulation of atom light scattering in an ultra-cold gas. Bosons, one of the two fundamental classes of particles, have been the focus of countless physics studies. When bosonic particles are transitioning into an already occupational final quantum state, the rate of this transition is enhanced by its so-called occupation number, an effect known as bosonic simulation. The appearance of bosonic simulation in light scattering processes was first predicted over 3 decades ago, yet directly observing it in experimental settings has so far proved challenging. Researchers at the MIT Harvard Center of Ultra Cold Atoms have recently observed bosonic enhanced light scattering in an ultra cold gas for the first time.